This is Earth. 66 million years before the first human will ever exist. The continents haven't settled into their modern positions. The Atlantic is narrower. India is an island. Antarctica has forests. Sea levels are 170 meters higher than today. There are no ice caps anywhere. The world is warm, wet, and packed with life. Dinosaurs have been running this planet for 165 million years. They've survived ice ages, volcanic eruptions,
continental shifts.
They are the most successful large animals in Earth's history. T-Rex is at the top. 40 teeth, each one the size of a banana. Bite force strong enough to crush a car. No predator in the next 66 million years will come close. Triceratops move in family groups. The adults weigh 9 tons. The horns are for defense, but also display like antlers on a deer. Pteranodons nest on coastal cliffs, wings stretching 6 meters. They fish the shallow seas covering central North America. Below the surface, Mosasaurus owns the ocean. 15 meters of muscle and teeth. It eats sharks. On this particular night, the sky looks exactly the way it always has. The stars are in slightly different positions. The moon is a bit closer. Same sky. Nobody is looking up. Even if something were, it wouldn't notice anything unusual. Just one more dot among billions. Except this one is getting brighter. It's a rock, 12 kilometers across, the size of Manhattan. It weighs about 1 trillion tons, moving at 72,000 kilometers per hour. It enters the atmosphere 60 times faster than a bullet. The air can't get out of the way. It compresses, heats to 10,000 degrees. Everything below sees a second sun. Contact, shallow ocean, limestone bedrock, the Yucatan. In the first tenth of a second, the rock, the water, and the ground stop existing as solid matter. Temperature at the impact point, 10,000 degrees, hotter than the surface of the sun. It punches through the crust, a hole 100 kilometers wide, 30 deep, nearly reaches the mantle. Then the floor bounces back, like a droplet splashing. 25 trillion tons of rock launched through the atmosphere. Into space, molten rock reaches altitudes higher than where the space station orbits today. The shock wave, over 1,000 kilometers per hour. A wall of air hot enough to ignite wood. Flattens everything within 1,500 kilometers. Everything within 600 kilometers is dead before the sound arrives. Earthquake, magnitude 11. 100 times stronger than anything humans have recorded. On the other side of the planet, volcanoes that have simmered for millennia erupt with new violence. The ocean responds. A wall of water 300 meters tall. 3 football fields stacked end to end. Not a tsunami. The Gulf being shoved aside. When it hits land, it pushes hundreds of kilometers inland. Sharks, ammonites, entire marine ecosystems dumped onto land. The wave scours everything down to bedrock. 40 minutes later, the debris falls back. Trillions of molten glass beads re-enter the atmosphere. Every single one is a tiny meteor, heating the air as they fall. In North Dakota, 3,000 kilometers away, fish are still alive. breathing in the glass. We know this because we found them. In 2019, impact glass still stuck in their gills. The fish died within hours. This layer is the boundary. Below it, dinosaurs. Above, nothing. The returning ejector heats the atmosphere. The sky reaches 250 degrees
Celsius. Everywhere, the air itself becomes an oven. The forests catch fire, not from falling debris, from the air. Infrared radiation alone is enough to ignite dry wood. Forests across 4 continents start burning simultaneously. These aren't normal fires. They're firestorms, creating their own wind, pulling oxygen in. The fires will burn for weeks. For 165 million years, nothing could kill a Tyrannosaurus. It took something from outside the planet. The pterosaur colonies burn, the largest flying animals ever, dropping from the sky. From space, Earth looks wounded. Entire continents glow orange. More carbon dioxide released in this single day than in the previous million years. Underwater doesn't help. The pressure wave travels at 6,000 kilometers per hour. Marine reptiles killed by concussion. Ammonite shells cracking from pressure alone. Ammonites have been around for 350 million years. They won't survive this week. Then the rain starts. But it's not water. Sulfuric acid, nitric acid. Billions of tons of vaporized limestone coming back down. Every lake, river, and shallow ocean becomes toxic. In a few hours, a world that took billions of years to build, wrecked. The crater,
180 kilometers across.
the floor filled with molten rock that will take centuries to cool. 12 hours later, the sun is disappearing. Billions of tons of dust, soot, and sulfur in the stratosphere. Sunlight choking off. Then it goes dark. Not cloudy dark. Not night dark. Dark like a cave. Less than 1% of sunlight reaches the surface. This is impact winter. Without sunlight,
the temperature drops fast. Tropical regions hit with frost. Within weeks, plants can't adapt to this. They just die. Photosynthesis stops. The base of the food chain collapses. Everything that eats plants starves. Everything that eats those starves next. The dinosaurs don't die in the explosion. Most of them die slowly. They starve. Week after week of darkness and cold. They get thinner. They stop moving. And one by one, they lie down. The armor doesn't help. The horns don't help. There's nothing to fight. The oceans die from the top down. Phytoplankton can't photosynthesize in darkness. Deep ocean creatures near volcanic vents don't need sunlight. They barely notice. But something is still alive down here. In burrows, underground. Small, warm-blooded, nocturnal. They've been hiding from dinosaurs for 165 million years. Eating insects, seeds, carrion. A few grams a day keeps them alive. They can slow their metabolism. Wait it out. The cold doesn't kill them. Crocodilians survive. They can go a full year without eating. Just stop. Lie in the mud. Wait. When food comes back,
it's still.
There, some birds survive, the small ones, seed eaters. Every sparrow, eagle, penguin today descended from birds that ate seeds in the dark. Months pass. From space, Earth is unrecognizable. Snow falls on forests that never saw frost. Giant tree ferns freeze and collapse. The largest animals die first. They need the most food. Sauropods, ceratopsians, tyrannosaurs, the kings, the most vulnerable to starvation. The smallest, most adaptable creatures are the ones that hang on. Without sunlight, no plants. Without plants, no herbivores. Without herbivores, no predators. The world belongs to fungi. Billions of tons of dead matter to decompose. Earth becomes a mushroom planet. We see it in the fossil record. A massive spike in fungal spores right at the boundary. 2 years of darkness. Then, slowly, the dust settles. The aerosols thin. Today, this event is in every rock face on the planet. A thin, dark line. 2 centimeters. Below, the age of dinosaurs. Above, our world. The impact lasts seconds. Fires burn for weeks. Darkness lasts years. The cold, decades. And one day, the sun breaks through. Ferns come back first. They always do. Spores survive years in soil. When the light returns, they're ready. Ferns first, then flowering plants, then trees. Thousands of years for forests to return. The new forests are different. More flowers,
Fewer conifers.
the world will never look the same. With the dinosaurs gone, the mammals come out, not hiding anymore. It takes a few million years, but they get bigger. They fill the roles dinosaurs left. Herbivores, predators, scavengers. Whales, mammals that go back into the ocean, filling the space left by marine reptiles. Same ocean, same role, different animal. And eventually, primates, climbing trees, using hands, asking questions. Today, the Yucatan Peninsula, turquoise swimming, holes, tourists, resorts. The crater is buried under a kilometer of sediment. You can't see it from the surface, but it's there. Grativity measurements reveal a perfect circle, 180 kilometers across. The cenotes along its rim, sinkholes in fractured limestone above the crater edge. In 2016, scientists drilled into the peak ring. Impact melt rock, shocked quartz, crystals that only form under pressures that don't exist on Earth's surface, and granite from deep in the crust.
Lifted to the surface by the rebound, iridium, rare on Earth, common in asteroids, 30 times more than normal rock, the asteroid's fingerprint. In every rock formation on the planet, this is Earth today. Every forest, every ocean, every bird, every whale, every human. All of this exists because one rock hit one spot 66 million years ago. The closest living relative of T-Rex is a chicken. Not a joke, that's evolution. Same bones, same architecture. The wishbone in your turkey is the same bone that helped a T-Rex breathe. Everything just got smaller. Right now, 2,000 asteroids larger than a kilometer are tracked in near-Earth orbits. In 2022, we hit one. The DART mission changed its orbit on purpose.
It worked. For the first time in Earth's history, a species on this planet can fight back. Every shooting star is a piece of rock burning up. Most are the size of a grain of sand. Once, one was the size of a city, and it changed everything.